So the next thing we are going to try is the database. So you see that on our website all the images have been set statically, that is, they have been put there using the static. But here we want to implement the database so that we can get the images right from the database. This will help us to add more images as and when our website grows. So to do that, we'll open our site in a VS Code, then go straight to the models file, models.py file. So here we have them here. So we're going to create our first database, and then we'll implement it in the slider. Okay, so we're going to create a database with the name slider. So to do that, we're going to use the class keyword and call our database name slider, and then we're getting it from the models.model here. Then we'll give the different tables or columns we want to have. So on our slider, you see that we have a background image, we have a header text, and then some paragraph under it. The button will already be there. We are not going to do anything to the button, so we're just going to set out three things here: the head, the text under it, and then the image. So we just do, let's call it header is set to models.character field, because this is just a small keyword or a small word, so we're just going to use the character field. And whenever we use the character field, we must specify the number of characters we want. So we say the maximum length, the maximum underscore length should be at least 50. So you cannot write more than 50 characters. And now we come to the paragraph or the subtext. So let's call it subtext. Then we'll set this one to models.text field. So for text field, we can have enough characters, and as a result of that, we are not going to set the maximum length. So text field can be done straight away. And then we have an image, so we're going to set the image, and then set it to a models.image field. So you see, each field you want to use, there are field for it, or each item you want to use, there are field for it. And after, we want to present the name of the slider or whatever text we have on the slider, so that we'll be able to see it. So we're just going to do, we just write a function div underscore str underscore self. So we will return self dot header. So we want to return the header here. When we return the subtext, we are going to see the text we are going to write there. Alright, so our database is now created for us. So this is where we need to come back to the migrations. Now we have created a database. We need to now migrate it onto the admin for the admin to recognize it. So we are going to cut the server with Ctrl+C. Okay, then I'll write Python manage.py make migrations. Okay, so first we make migrations, and then okay, we will do Python manage.py and then migrate. So we first make migrations and then we migrate. Alright, so we have all the migrations being done for us. Alright, so successful. Okay, so now let's run our server, and you are going to see that you will no longer see the red character or the red text that comes. Okay, so no more red text again. Alright, so let's refresh. So our database has been created. Now I told you that Django comes with an integrated admin. So now let's open the admin and see what we have there. So I'll open a new tab and go to the address our website. This is 127 points, and then slash admin. Alright, slash admin. Alright, so this is the Django admin. So we now have to do what? Sign in to our admin, but we don't have any username, we don't have the password. So how can we do that? So we'll go to our command prompt. We are back here again, and then we are going to create a super user. Okay, a super user to control our admin. So just say Django dash admin create, no, we're going to use the manage.py, sorry, Python manage.py create super user, and then we can decide to give the name. Okay, but let's do it one after the other. Python manage.py create super user, hit enter, and make sure you are in the project folder. Alright, so it is telling us what username do we want to give to it. We can say my store, or for now I'm going to just use admin. Okay, hit enter. You can add your email, then let me add my password, admin password, and then I'll type that admin password again to confirm it. So it says the password too similar, but we can just bypass the validation by pressing Y for yes, and then our super user is now created successfully for us. So we can now use the admin and then the password to sign in. So we have admin and then my password. Okay, great. So now I've been signed into my Python admin, but we cannot see the database we created. Alright, that is slider, we cannot see it right here. So let's go to our file and then register our app in the admin.py here. So right here we just do admin.site.register, and then the name of our app is slider, but we now have to import the model. So we just do from dot models import asterisk, that is import all of them. So any database we create will automatically be uploaded here. Okay, now if I refresh, now I see the slider here, and then it is in the app, the main app. Alright, so this is how we create our database and then migrate them into the admin.